Well, good afternoon and welcome back, National Soccer League fans, to another broadcast of the league season here. We've got the lowly Minutemen down in 24th place, 6 games played, still looking for their first win, and the going doesn't get any easier because they are hosting the Springfield Thunderbirds, who, prior to today's game, are sitting at 4th place in the league table and looking to push all the way on to potentially 2nd with a win here today, which the odds would say they are certainly favored to do. A 4-2 start for them, and on their quest to return to the Soccer Bowl, off to a relatively good start, and on paper definitely the strong favorites here today. But let's get a look at the two lineups now for both of these teams, starting with the home side, the Minutemen. No changes other than the return of Cesar Ballin back in the lineup after his 1-game suspension due to a red card. He is the team leader in goals scored since joining from the Hydra with 3 this season, but the Minutemen have struggled to score goals all season, only 6 scored in their first 6 games, so they've got to find a way to get some more creativity. Jimun coming into the side has certainly helped. The rookie, number 4 overall pick, has got 2 goals in his first 4 starts from midfield, so have to see if him and Ballin can start to build a bit of a rapport today and try to get on the same page going forward. Now here is the Thunderbirds starting lineup, and they have been as balanced as you could be. 4 wins, 2 losses, 12 goals scored, 6 goals conceded, and their lineup remains unchanged once again. The new signings, Saratobi, Prestes in the midfield, and Wrzowski at the back, all really helping bolster their respective lines. And that's why the Thunderbirds are currently sitting comfortably in the top 4 on the table, and with a chance to go even higher today. Once again, they will be the favorites on paper, but you never know. We've seen a couple of strange upsets already in this season in the National Soccer League. Thunderbirds were defeated 2 weeks ago, but bounced back with a 2-0 clean sheet over the Golden Horde last week. Minutemen beaten 5-3 by the Scouts last week on the road. And we are live here, the Minutemen kicking us off in game number 5 of match week 7. Just past 3 p.m. local time here in the nation's capital, and that ball, long intended for Bijota, is intercepted by Anderson. Now the Thunderbirds trying to establish some possession early here, lay down a marker with a team attack. Saratobi. Into Perkins. Teasing ball returned to Saratobi. Into the box he goes. Saratobi. McCartney! A brilliant start! The Thunderbirds get the ball rolling early here, and Felix McCartney with his first goal of the season in season number 10. What a sweet strike. We talked about starting positively early, how important that would be. Thunderbirds come out hot. Too hot for the Minutemen, who are seeing a tale that's all too familiar to them, conceding the first goal and trailing in a game again. Price probably doesn't get a great view of it. DeLeon is kind of screening the shot, and close range chance duly disposed by Felix McCartney. 4 minutes in, the Thunderbirds take a 1-0 lead with their first shot of the game. Really the first shot of the game from either team. Allen in the lineup, but quickly dispossessed there. Back with the Thunderbirds. Could be one of those long afternoons for the Minutemen if they don't clean things up quickly here. Goes out to Conrad. Thunderbirds into the area again. Perkins to Saratobi. Looking for Powers on the reverse, but Tells Leon was in the way. Hockey with a giveaway there. And now Thunderbirds have it again. Powers. Perkins to Powers. Wide to McCartney. The goal scorer back into Perkins. Perkins, lovely chance. It's 2. And this game may already be all but over. And the Thunderbirds are running away with it here. McCartney with the goal in the 4th minute. Assist Bradley Perkins here. And it's 2-0 to the Thunderbirds in the blink of an eye inside the opening 10 minutes. Well, it's lovely team play. Thunderbirds showing their title credentials again. They're just a really good team across the board. Minutemen have had no answers defensively, and they cannot keep the ball together going forward. Too many giveaways, too many chances being allowed. The Thunderbirds are taking advantage of the opportunities they have been presented. 2-0. Perkins with the second. The Minutemen are in real trouble once again here. Conceded 5 last week. They actually had been relatively decent. Oh, never mind. They had conceded a league high 28 goals now this season. I was looking at the wrong team. Pardon me. Well, it's not off to a great start, and if they batten down the hatches here, Saratobi, flattering challenge, should be a yellow card. It is. Minutemen are looking to, on the wrong side of history here, trying to chase the Orcas' record of goals conceded, which is not a record you want to be chasing, per se. Just going to look now at what that record was that the Orcas laid down last season. 86 goals conceded is the mark to beat in a 25-game season. The Minutemen are already close to 30, and we are only 7 games into the season. Hesse was injured in that challenge from Saratobi. It's not good. He already has missed a couple games due to a knee injury this season, and that could move him out again. We'll have to see how long he can continue here. Saratobi. Conrad, cleverly done. Powers trying to turn, got to Conrad. Still Powers, might have a go here. Circling Saratobi, Shirley 3, and there it is! 3-0 to the Thunderbirds inside 16 minutes. And it just keeps getting better for the Minutemen. They are really, really struggling this season. This is why they signed him. He's so clinical in the box. Powers does really well to pick it up. And really the chance here, there's nothing Benji Price can do. Look how close he is. Look how much time he has on the ball. Does well though to take it quickly and buries it. Some Minutemen players and fans maybe will think Saratobi shouldn't be on the pitch. Foul on Hesse that brought an injury upon him. Earlier, he was booked for a yellow card, but had to stay on, and now he scored. There's the aforementioned Benjamin Hesse, who was trying to continue despite the injury to him. And trying to get something going. Jimun showed a bit too much of it and gave it away again. Saratobi to Powers. Thunderbirds are swarming numbers forward here in the yellow. Here comes Conrad. Cruyff turn, checks back inside. Perkins, space and time. McCartney, Prestes, eulogy Prestes! Oh, he dragged it just wide. They all want a piece of the action today, and there's going to be chances aplenty, it seems. It's actually the first shot the Thunderbirds have missed the target with. Everything else has found the back of the net. We'll have to see how the Thunderbirds respond in this game with a 3-0 lead inside 20 minutes. They could maybe take their foot off the gas a little bit. To see, they could think about chasing NSL records off to a very fast start here. If they want to keep pressing, there might be more opportunities for them. Perkins. Andreas Rader, nice ball. Bradley Perkins, great save from Price that time. Finally able to get a hand on something, but the Thunderbirds are not laying off. As you can see here, good technique. Top down. Great save from Price. First one he's had a real chance to do anything with, in truth. Conrad to take it. Powers, header comes in, and Price is able to hold it. Get something going for the Minutemen. There's a fair bit of possession there from Balin and Vijota. Jimun trying to get Martinelli involved in behind, but Henderson is all over it. Nice defending from him. Thunderbirds looking to keep back-to-back clean sheets for the first time in who knows how long. They can keep this defensive discipline in the same manner. It's been turnover after turnover for the Minutemen. So sloppy with the ball, giving it away time and time again. Here goes Prestes. Saratobi, this is nice. Powers! Good save from Price. Well, it's just a complete gulfing class between these two sides today. And it's very, very unlikely the score is going to remain at 3-0 in this first half, let alone in the match itself. We'll have to see. Or Benji Price could have already been 4 or 5. I'll have to take this corner, second match, first from this side. Forward delivery that time away by Mizaki. And as far as Anderson though, not time to pick a pass. Saratobi. MVP. Number Saratobi circling for an opening. Perkins, nice ball. Prestes. McCartney hit it early, and Price did well to stay on top of it. did well under pressure again. Herrera goes wide to Tamizaki. To Julian Chalkers. Nice tackle there for Perkins, tracking back. That's out the attack for the Minutemen again. That was better. A bit more possession that time. Saratobi, Perkins picking it up to Conrad. Powers now from Perkins, out wide to McCartney, who's had a lot of freedom on this left-hand side to Rome. Prestes cuts it back for Perkins, going to drive one. Great save from Benji Price again. Well, Perkins has seen quite a few sides. Great stop from Price at full stretch again. Hopefully for the Minutemen, he's come to life here. The fans already heading for the exits in this one. Despondent looks around the stadium. Conrad's ball in towards Perkins! And off Perkins' last on the deflection out for a goal kick. And there he is, Perkins. 3 shots, 3 on target, and a goal. And pulling the strings. Imperious performance in the midfield for him. Hadn't scored since week 1, where he grabbed his first career National Soccer League hat-trick. 3 goals in that game, and then none since, but he's got one today. 2 goals coming in from Saratobi, and Felix McCartney. Isaac Powers will be hoping to get on the score sheet today. Bit of a dry spell for him. The last 3 games he's got no goals, 6 on the season. Jimun, Balin bouncing around, and Groenlandenu able to come collect it. Balin wanted a handball from Washington, not going to get it. Saratobi, nice hold-up play. McCartney under pressure. Do headed out of danger. Chalkers. Ooh, really had his pocket picked by Powers, but will play on. Balin to telegraphed that run and given away. Thunderbirds take over again. One back by Simar Correa, though. Afraid to get forward. Vijota, this is better from the Minutemen. Shockers. Jimun. Gonna work the angle for a shot, maybe. Balin. Step off his arm and given away. Prestes. Looking out wide again with time and space. Final minute of the half. Thunderbirds still lead 3-0, courtesy of those 3 early goals. And they appear to have taken their foot off the gas a little bit, as we expected they might. And then with the last chance to get forward in added time here. It's Balin giving chase. Jimun ahead of him. So to Vijota. Just able to keep that ball in play. Good work. Can he cut it back now for a teammate? Jimun has it in the area. Jota can turn the corner on Anderson. Good footwork, and now crossing towards Hesse. The header is up and over for a goal kick, and there is the halftime whistle from the referee. The best chance of the half for the Minutemen. Their first shot of the half is a header that goes over. Thunderbirds in complete control here. 3-0 lead to the visitors at the break. We'll be right back to bring you the second half. See if there's any possible way to change the outcome of this game on the National Soccer League Network. Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. It has been a disastrous day for the Minutemen so far. 3-0 down after the first half. And Captain Benjamin Hesse has been injured once again. He's trying to play on through it. We had a substitution at the half. Konharu Saratobi is off, saving him for tougher tests ahead. Price is off the line to cut that chance out. Gabby Thomas, the player to come on to replace Saratobi for the Thunderbirds. Looking out wide, but covered up by McCartney. Good defender. Perkins. Thomas tidally into Powers, who's turned the corner. Isaac Powers. Isaac! Deflected off of Price and saved. Can Vijota prevent the corner? Oh, somehow he did. Martinelli. 9 shots on target to 0 for the Minutemen. That is an astounding statistic. Perhaps not an entirely surprising one, given the disparity between these two sides coming into today's match. Thunderbirds will move into second place for the time being, with the Manticores and Wagon Riders both with a chance to answer later this week. Powers, Perkins, Herrera cut it out for the minute. Forward to Balin, a little bit of space for him on the ball for once. Jimun. Cut back for Balin. Chalker is looking for Vijota. Ludwig Brzezowski, the bird. The present in the back. Jimun. Vijota. Balin trying to turn for the shot. Jimun. And are trying to find an opening here, but the back line of the Thunderbirds is holding stout. Vijota, there's a chance, and Groenlandic called into action for the first time today. A corner for the home side. Better so far in the second half. They've still got a long way to get back in this game, but if they can make a goal back on a corner kick, it maybe just gives them a chance to begin the comeback journey. We got a substitution coming up first, though. It's going to be Tom Miyazaki making way for Raphael Winter. Later is coming off for Edward T. Wilkins. Swung in by Jimun. Balin with the acrobatic kick. Oh my goodness. Well, that's what they brought him in to do. He's a brilliant player on his day. Look at this technique here. It's fantastic. Deno, I think, just gets hands up on it. Great stop. Jimun to take again towards Balin again. Powers. Time rising high to head it away. Still with the Minutemen here with Hugo de Leon. Chalkers with a clever little flick. Jimun, nice turn. Balin. Julian Chalkers! Great save from Groenlandic. Man with the foray of chances here, but just cannot find a way past Groenlandic. Continues to assert himself as one of, if not the best goalkeepers in the entire league. To take this corner. Vijota powers with the awkward header. It's going to be out for another corner. Save on the Chalkers. First time strike, sweetly hit. And well stopped. Danu. Fourth corner in succession for the Minutemen here. Willing to take it again. Good delivery that time away by McCartney. Say good control there. Legendary chest trap. It's away from a couple. Hesse still going. Hold off his feet there again. He's been brought down hard in a yellow card for Eulogy Preston. Well, Hesse is taking an absolute beating today. Their substitution now, it seems, as Stephen Hollow comes on for Bradley Perkins, the final change of the day for the visiting side. Joker to take this one. In towards Jimun. Oh my goodness, how did Groenlandic save it? Just going to be one of those days for the Minutemen, you get the feeling. Great chance once again denied by Groenlandic somehow. Thomas strong in the challenge despite his diminutive size. Hummel. Thomas. Wilkins. Conrad. Blocked by De Leon, still with the Thunderbirds there with Edward T. Wilkins. We'll just eased off it and back with the men here, Pereira. Raphael Winter trying to get something going, get a goal back at least for the home side here. Allen, poor ball again, not been his day, not been anyone's day on the Minutemen really. Powers won it cleanly enough. I say. Jimun. In there with the pass was behind him and given away back to the Thunderbirds. The frustration continues to grow here for the home fans. Looks like it's going to be another day without a win. Go from their first 7. Played much better since that opening 20 or so odd minutes where they were just despondent, despicable, even derelict. Shameful start to the game, and Obviously, it's cost them here. The Thunderbirds maybe have just eased off the pressure a little bit. Balin. Get in for Rijota. That's a nice ball. Good take and a great save from Bernardenu. They've been trying to give credit where it's due. Minutemen to find a breakthrough in the second half. Despite it probably being too little too late. They've shown they can still compete. They just find a way to be more consistent. We got a change for the Minutemen coming up now. Let's see who it is. Jimun's day is done. Jairo Argueta, pardon me, making his way onto the field. Mix things up. The game is at hand. Drawing the talent that he would be. Good day for him as well. De Leon to Hesse. Borsowski, brave tackle there for a Minutemen throw. De Leon, into Chalkers. Argueta. Humming away, giving away. Now Powers. Conrad, space and time ahead of him to Hummel onto Thomas. Pushes Thomas on the turn. Not a bad effort, but it's going to beat anybody from there because it's gone over the top of the net. Tricksy little player. Thomas doesn't get an awful lot of minutes, especially now with the addition of Honahara or Saratobi. Still have something to offer this team. And make sure he stays fresh. Powers. A big touch and too much of it to Hesse given away. Here's down the line for Winter. A little bit of space ahead of him. Only Balin in the middle to aim at so far. And trying to hold up the challenge of Borzowski. It's back for Argueta. Nice play here. Pereira! Oh, what a great chance, and it just fell to the wrong person. The right back with a tame effort straight to the arms of Bernardenu. The team moved there on it again here. Borzowski really taking care of him once again as he has done a lot for the ball. Tempo now for the Thunderbirds. Thomas with the reverse ball. Hummel back to Thomas. Rechte, Stephen Hummel for his boyhood club, and it's going to be pulled back to Price to collect. It's going to be a free kick for the earlier foul on the build-up there. Change of the day for the Minutemen. It's Osima Pereira and Geronimo is coming on. Another late cameo for him. Has not been involved as much as he probably would have liked in his second season here. Conrad to line it up here. Drilled in to Leon. Big header away. She gets it back in there with Borzowski. Wilkins. Powers trying to return it to Conrad, and Hesse is there. Geronimo. Long ball for Winter. That's a lovely pass there. Winter trying to find inroads. 90 seconds remaining of the 90 minutes plus added time. Here's Jairo Argueta. Footwork. Trying to find Hesse. And Washington shuts the door there. Looks like the Thunderbirds are going to keep their second clean sheet in as many games. 3-0 win on the scorecard here. As it stands, 5 minutes of added time to try and change it. No way back. And the Minutemen, result has been in hand since early stages here in truth. And between the Scouts and the Revenants coming up next should be an interesting one. Our 5 kickoff here. All building up. That is going to be our match of the week, matter of fact, so that should be a really interesting contest. Hopefully more evenly matched than this one. On one side of the fair here today, Conrad and Thunderbirds, the ball at their feet, and They're waiting now for the whistle from the referee to signal full time, and listen to the roar of indictment from the home crowd here. They have been let down once again. Another disgraceful performance, almost up and over within inside 16 minutes. The Minutemen soundly beaten at home here for the 7th time this season. They are winless. So the Thunderbirds easily dispose of them and make it 5 wins in their first 7 matches. Bradley Perkins, your man of the match today, will leave you with the full match stats and highlights. Back with our match of the week between the Scouts and Revenants in just a short break here on the National Soccer League Network. Bye-bye for now. Ouch.